Have you ever felt overwhelmed by how much there is to learn? Books, courses, podcasts, tutorials, endless information competing for your attention. You start one thing, then another, but at the end of the day, you feel like you didn't truly understand anything deeply. Here is the truth no one tells you. Learning is not about mastering everything. It is about understanding what truly matters. In a world obsessed with knowing more, maybe the real power lies in knowing what to ignore. Because the most successful people don't try to learn everything. They learn what actually moves their life forward. Today, we're going to explore why focusing on the right knowledge can change everything. Your career, your confidence, and your future. We live in a time where knowledge is everywhere. Want to learn coding? Thousands of tutorials. Want to learn business? Millions of videos. Want to improve yourself? Countless podcasts, books, and experts. But here's the problem. Too much information creates confusion. Many people feel pressure to know everything. Every new trend, every new skill, every new strategy, every new productivity method. But trying to learn everything often leads to mastering nothing. Think about it. How many online courses have you started but never finished? How many books sit half-read on your shelf? How many productivity apps have you downloaded but stopped using? The problem is not lack of motivation. The problem is lack of clarity. When everything feels important, nothing truly is. High achievers don't try to learn everything. They focus on the few things that create the biggest impact. Instead of asking, "What should I learn next?" they ask, "What knowledge will actually improve my life?" Imagine a doctor trying to master every single field of medicine at once. Impossible. Instead, they specialize. Imagine an athlete trying to train for every sport simultaneously. Ineffective. Instead, they focus. The same principle applies to personal growth. The most powerful learning happens when you prioritize depth over quantity. Because understanding one important concept deeply is often more valuable than knowing many things superficially. Memorizing information is easy. Understanding is powerful. Memorization fades with time. Understanding stays for life. For example, you can memorize hundreds of motivational quotes, but if you don't truly understand how to apply them, nothing changes. You can watch dozens of business videos, but if you don't understand customer needs, success becomes difficult. You can learn many productivity hacks, but if you don't understand your own priorities, you remain busy but not effective. True learning changes how you think. It changes how you make decisions. It changes how you respond to challenges. Understanding creates confidence. Because when you truly understand something, you don't panic when situations change. You adapt. There is a powerful idea often used in business and education. 80% of results often come from 20% of effort. This means a small portion of what you learn will create most of your progress. For example, in language learning, a small number of words are used most frequently in daily conversations. In business, a small number of decisions create most profits. In health, a small number of habits create most benefits. Instead of overwhelming yourself with endless learning goals, ask, which knowledge gives the greatest return? Which skill solves many problems at once? Which understanding makes future learning easier? When you identify these high-impact areas, learning becomes faster, easier, and more meaningful. Here are 3 simple questions to guide your learning. 1. Will this knowledge still be useful in 5 years? Trends come and go. Foundational knowledge stays valuable. 2. Does this skill solve real problems? Practical learning creates real confidence. 3. Does this understanding make other things easier to learn? Some knowledge unlocks many doors. Focus on those. Because learning becomes powerful when it compounds over time. Small understanding today can create big opportunities tomorrow. Learning is not about collecting information. It is about transforming your perspective. You don't need to know everything. You only need to understand what truly matters. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by how much there is to learn, pause, take a breath, ask yourself, what knowledge will truly improve my life? because success is not built on knowing everything. It is built on understanding the right things deeply, and sometimes less information leads to more wisdom,